Stay out of there.
So, oops.
No! Oh, man.
She didn't want to go home with a dry dog anyways.
Why would I? No.
You know what? You're just like a blister. You show up when the work's bad done.
Hey, I've been working.
Mostly what I'm good at is just hanging around and being eye candy, though.
I'm ready, but I have no idea what we're doing. I need the Swede. Where's the Swede?
We're just out here getting it done.
Do you need to seek medical attention?
I think so.
I might lose my temper.
That's a prostate.
You'll find out.
Forward! Forward! That didn't take much.
Larson?
You never know what we're gonna get into, right, Dougo? Ah! You're in the rhubarb! I'm having fun. Wow, what a beautiful day to spray. Could be a little warmer for Liberty, but yeah, we're gonna have 3 sprayers going here shortly. I'm spot spraying, everyone else is spraying soybeans. Brody's in the Apache. He did not bring a camera. It's his first day back spraying for the year, so he's gonna need all the concentration possible. I have to go spot spray. We'll talk about that a little later when we get out there, but this has been chose to be the unit to use. So Randy's actually gonna tender me his 200-gallon tank, spot spraying in a big 200-acre field. Gonna take more than 200 gallons. So he's gonna tender me with that trailer. Jordan's trying to keep up with the Demco trailer, 2 sprayers spraying beans at 20-gallon work. So I have a feeling there's gonna be some waiting involved for them too. Speak of the devil, there he is. Back for more water already. Look at these little guys growing. There they are. Oh, we got a couple that their head broke off coming through the crust. But we are on a headland, which is probably pretty compacted. But they're growing. Those are an edible bean. These are black turtle beans, I believe is their technical name. We call them black beans. A lot of Taco Bells. Well, really any Mexican dish. They're exported. A lot are exported. Anyways, we've been raising them. This is our 4th year, actually. Yeah. A little different. If you guys are new to the channel, they are a little different process than corn and soybeans, and you can't spray Roundup on them, you can't spray Enlist, Liberty, you know, any chemical. Basagran and Raptor is what you get. You can use an Outlook, Sonaland, stuff like that, Eptam, all stuff that on the scale of working, it's a Anyways, we got some heavier pressure. We put Sonaland on all the fields and then incorporated that. So they are holding pretty good, but where it isn't holding, and I'll show you here on the op center, basically anywhere where the crop drowned it out last year. So the weed pressure is just tremendous because it was corn and the weeds just got out of control, and then you can't get in there to spray and kill them. So I'll be spot spraying all the drowned out areas, which when you see this, you're gonna be like, oh gosh, this is not gonna be so fun. But it's a job that needs to be done, otherwise the weeds will take over and we'll have no crop there, and then the weed problem will get to be even worse. So there's the field. Obviously red is under 100 bushel corn, so odds are 0. There is a lot of areas here that, well, don't look there, we were running that S7-900, so I never got the yield data off of those spots, but obviously we didn't even have the head on the ground around these spots. Those were planted around. This all drowned it out. That was planted around, should be farmed. This should all be farmed. So basically anything that is really red, or maybe even the bigger issues, the ones that were nothingness. That's what I'm targeting. That's my estimate. We're mixing up a 16-acre batch first off. And here comes my tender truck. You like my haircut too? I got a haircut. Feels so much nicer. Are you qualified for this job?
No, I feel over my head here.
All right, we saved the pain of loading because that was really tedious. Little amounts, and first time me and Randy have to use that trailer, so there was learning involved. But we are loaded and we are ready to go spot spray. He's gonna wait, maybe mix up another load because we don't think that 16 acres is gonna get us far. This ain't fun without GPS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Center of the side-by-side needs to be there. I wasn't too far off, but yeah, I gotta count rows to know where I can't see, so I'm spraying on planter track, then I should be on guest row, then I should be on planter track, then I should be on the guest row because I'm 30 feet and the planter's 60. So the planter tractor track's easy to pick out because that's tram lines, but yeah, the guest row, not so easy because RTK is very good. So is Brody's turn-ins this year. Spraying, we upped the gallons per acre a little bit, and so now we're doing 12.5 gallon work. Ain't that big a difference from 10, but we upped it a little bit, going about 9 miles an hour, and that's holding rate at probably 30 psi. But I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but there's a lot of baby water hemps here, and that's what we're after. So right here, going back, I can just turn around and see where I need to be because my tram lines got wider rows where the sprayers normally drive and where the planter tractor drives. It's widened out from 20 inch to like 24 inches, so I can see that really easily. This spot, this is bad. This is cockleburs though. Bassagran might be able to take down a cocklebur. We'll see. But this is worth our time out here. So the whole field is not ready to be sprayed yet, but these round out areas, you know, there's just a lot of it. Weed pressure. Okay, where's my rows? I'm really struggling with finding rows. When I'm on the planter track, that's no problem, but it's when I go turn around counting rows. Need a foam marker or to put the GPS in here, which it is set up to do that. Just something to look at. It wouldn't steer itself, but it would be able to be looked at. Well, I did about 32 acres, actually. I did run a little long, but then I went around and sprayed, since this is, there was a pre in here, Outlook, I believe. I went around and sprayed some drowned outs. We've experienced some drowned outs, but it's not even worth replanting because these things die so easy due to too much water, that the places that they are dead are probably gonna get another 1.5 inch rain this summer and end up dying anyways. So I sprayed the black dirt to get a pre. Wasn't very weedy, probably due to the beans died. The weeds also couldn't grow. Now I'm on the way to Dad's. He's having a new dock put in. He bought a new dock, so they're there installing it, and I was supposed to be there to help. But this is kind of an urgent deal because it's supposed to rain this afternoon and tonight, and we want to get this on when the weeds were this big instead of, you know, where you can't kill them. So let's get to Dad's. Wow, there's a lot of vehicles here, and my wife's here. You guys get to see Lily again. It hasn't been that long, but she's gotten a lot bigger. How's it going?
Good.
Good? Look at this. Look at Grandma and Lily.
Just hanging out.
How you doing, girl? She's getting bigger. She looks like she wants a nap. But you don't really nap in the day, do you?
She just woke up.
You just sleep all night. I see that this has turned into a typical Dougo. His dock is... I thought this was supposed to be easier to take out and put in.
It is. What do you mean?
It is when they got this giant lift that they have.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Look at that. I asked him if it was a party barge. If we're gonna go partying on it.
I thought this was supposed to be easier to put in and take out. You've gotten way more stuff here.
You know what? You're just like a blister. You show up when the work's bad done.
Hey, I've been working. You upgraded beyond belief.
There's gonna definitely be help needed now.
You bring that thing out every time?
We gotta negotiate that.
No,
The barge?
The barge every year?
no, you guys are gonna have to buy one. I could probably even store it for you in Glenwood if you want it.
There you go.
No more weekends off, like you had one.
Well, Neil will do it. He likes working on the weekends.
I wouldn't mind running the barge. It'd be kind of fun. As long as I don't have to lift it.
Yeah.
Mostly what I'm good at is just hanging around and being eye candy, though.
Think of when these people watch us put a dock in, what they think.
Must be extremely painful.
That makes it look so easy.
I think you need one of them.
So you had enough, huh?
Had enough?
Of the old dock?
Yeah, no, for sale.
The old one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you need it.
I ain't buying that. Well, there it is, completed. That looks pretty cool. They just took off. Dad had to go to the farm, which I need to get there too, but I had to, eat a hamburger, which was pretty good.
It was good.
How are you doing?
Good. Lily's pretty excited about it.
So, new dock. It all matches now, finally. So, this was a mom request to update, and hopefully it's easier to put in and out. I was thinking there was going to be less, but here, of course, Dad's involved, it's more.
It is more. It is more.
Stay out of there.
So,
No! Oh, man.
No, he just got re-wet.
she didn't want to go home with a dry dog anyways.
Why would I? No.
So, staircase. These are what? Swim up benches?
Yeah, I guess so.
And this is kayak or paddleboard rack. Didn't know they made stuff like that. I had nothing to do with this. This is cool. I like this. The seating area. Oh, Alvin, your ball. Get it. Come on.
Lily is so
Come on.
over it. She's like, Melvin, you don't know how to jump in the water. I want to go in the water again. He's like, it's raining.
Come on, buddy. Jump. Jump. Look at him go. So we got the sitting area. This will be nice. Probably not in the middle of the day. It's going to be really hot here, but it'll be nice in the morning. Why do you just walk up to the camera and smile into it?
I was trying to say hi.
Once again, the walk around. This was how the old one was set up. Walk around because you got to get into the pontoon from this side. This is a cool feature. So a little bump out here. So then when you get into the pontoon, you don't fall in between. I've seen poor Toby bounce off the pontoon back down into the water, so that'll help him in his older age.
And all of our grandmothers that we all have to hold our breath when they're stepping on the pontoon. We all just hold our breath and pray for the best.
Then we got 2 jet ski lifts. So we in the past have had one and then a homemade jobber. So this is a nice upgrade. Mom was disappointed because she thought it was going to have the canopy on, and they can, but Dad didn't order it. Can you see her shrugging her shoulders?
Well, he didn't order it because they said it was the wind.
Well, and that is true because a little Spark Tricks is like 400 pounds, so that ain't much versus your giant pontoon that weighs many thousand pounds.
So the whole thing could capsize.
Could tip and ruin everything. So I guess I see that. The flagpole, that's pretty cool. That was Mom's request to have the American flag up there.
They have their flag up there too.
Portadoc. Yeah.
Portadoc.
So those are the guys that sell them, build them, correct? Portadoc?
Yep.
Sell them, build them.
This one is actually Carlson Dock because they're a dealer. So
Oh.
yeah, Portadoc has dealers, and Carlson Dock is one of the dealers. And strangely enough, there's no wind today, so
The
you
flag
can't
is-
see the. But I just loved how they put it up. They took their hats off when they hooked the flag on, and respected the flag as they rose it, and yeah.
Wow.
That was neat. It was very neat. Very, very great crew. But yeah, Carlson Dock has 2 different locations. Miltona and Glenwood is the new location.
Yeah, and so then Neil, Neil, you'll never
He
forget
was
him
just
once you
on-
meet him. He's actually the neighbor to the farm, so he's the one that got us this thing or sold us this and got us hooked up with the docks. Oh, Doug, you should have this. Oh, Doug, you should have that. Well, now he's got it all. So thank you guys for hooking us up. With that being said, maybe they'll just come back every year. And
I mentioned it.
anyways, if you have any interest in a new dock and you're in the area, or I'll put the link in the description. It's everything for you, Mom.
Oh, you're so lovely. Thank
Yeah, now told them, well, if I get my house built up, then I suppose you'll be back and whenever that is. And they both smiled and they were like, oh, well, yeah, we can do that. And I'm like, yeah. Then we can put this dock out, and put mine in, then it'll get cheaper.
It'll get cheaper,
but more expensive. When they bring their big lift, they can do it all for us. It'd be great. And now it's sprinkling pretty good. I wonder how the other guys are doing with spraying in the rain now. Good morning. It's the next day. Dougo! What happened?
Take a guess. Just zoom in on that. And zoom in on that. Then this. Wrecked my steer tire. State Farm is there, taking pictures of it.
He's hauling to the town I live in, and I get a phone call. My tire is against my bumper because I hit a deer. So I got to pull the bumper off of the tire. It's so hard to have nice things.
Another new bumper. Bumper a year, maybe more.
We do average either a deer or a bumper. So the truck is drivable, but we are not going to drive it with a steer tire that's ripped open down to the cord. So we got to get a new tire and then it'll be drivable again, just slightly damaged.
Yeah.
We gotta kick it. Just need to be a bigger. We gotta be a Dougo. Steering wheel master. Oh. Okay, go get that 1 ton you bought tall tires with. Speeding it up for him.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you're a gardener?
Well, I've been digging at different things.
Man, this is gonna be a lift here, Dougo. It's higher than our waist.
I don't know, the Bobcat sits right there. Why don't we, should I drive up and get the Bobcat?
Oh, come on, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, let me get this thing.
How you feeling after you fell out of that grain bin yesterday?
Super.
I wish the camera was rolling for that one.
Nobody needs to know about that. When you get to a certain age, you just get used to laying down on the ground every once in a while.
Oh, man. And then he didn't even use his old man step.
Oh yeah, I got one of them. Whoa, I almost missed it.
Wow, see how easy that is?
Couldn't even remember how that worked the first time.
Okay, we finished spraying soybeans yesterday, Brody and Eric did. And now today they switched to a different top air sprayer, so that's the soybean one. That's gonna be for corn. And then they're rinsing the Apache now, and then we have to, since we're done with soybean first pass, we won't be doing those for a couple weeks, but we got a lot of corn to spray, so we'll be switching the Demco trailer over to corn spray, so we have 2 tenders. So we never did use up our enlist because the beans are just so beat up from the wind they've been through, and we just decided enlist gets a little rough on them, so now we're gonna put our atrazine on there, right?
Right.
Super tender.
You're the boss.
So we have all the corn spray on that trailer. I figured we'd be spraying corn and soybeans at the same time, which we maybe should have been, but we focused on the soybeans and waiting on the corn till maybe Monday, Tuesday. We'll see. believe the luck. My forklift ran out of the good forklift ran out of gas. What's wrong with it? Ain't no gas in it. And I don't have any gas on the yard for it. So we're using this big thing. Very tight fit, and you can't raise the mast in there. Well, it's now the end of the day. We're parking stuff away. I ended up in a bean bin all afternoon. That's why I went MIA for the rest of the day. Eric got the interrogator all washed up. Ready! So now we got all the fertility equipment washed, which is always like the first thing to target. So the corrosion doesn't take place worse than it already is going to. Another year of rust prevention.
Yeah. Wow. I'll have to finish next week. We got most of it done.
Brody shut the lights off. He's done. I'm out of here. Did you find any damages that you've suffered through the season?
I don't know. You ran it half the time. What do you think?
Well, I think you ran it more, so it's still your fault if there's something wrong. Well, guys, that's going to be a wrap. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.